So I'm going to start sharing a little bit about what's going on. First of all, I'm going to share about the astrological alignments and why is this important at the end of this year, what's going on and what's happening. And then I will share more about Egypt and why we go there at this moment in time. So December solstice, it's a powerful time because there's an alignment with the center of the universe, the Earth with the center of the universe. There's the supercluster of galaxies and it's called Laniakea. And this is an extreme large black hole, and it is also known as the heart of the universe. So this heart of the universe, Laniakea, sends out plasmic energies out to the planet. And during the solstice, this is a direct alignment, and we receive straight away all these frequencies. So when we go through this alignment with the great attractor, which is the Laniakea, we have the ability to go through a huge reset and connect with the source point. So what we are, all our cells are realigning in this position of neutrality and realigning all our energy, and we connect with this strong pole, magnetic pole, and this sends out dielectric energy, which is magnetic and electric energy all together, which is the masculine energy and the feminine energy all together, which is unity. And we go through a reconnection with source, the central sun of our galaxy. So this primordial force is beyond the beginning, and therefore it's beyond the end. So this is the divine presence, and we have this possibility to tap into this powerful energy, to reconnect ourselves with this energy, which brings the frequencies of the Christ consciousness, the frequencies of this golden age, the frequencies of return to home, to our divine selves. And when we connect with this source, we start to receiving this harmonic balance between this electric energy and magnetic energy. And then we start to realign ourselves, and we have the capacity to embody all these frequencies once we do the inner work. So it is very important to do all this soul work to get to that point and to get this balance. And then during this time in Sagittarius, because of Sagittarius comes with the frequency of expansion and higher wisdom and soul evolution of ascension, we have this possibility to release a lot of karma during this month. And we have the opportunity to overcome the lower self, the shadow, the densities, and then receive and be enlightened. It depends on the level of evolution of each being that is connected to all these frequencies. And why is important the Giza pyramid? This construction is aligned to the astrological north, and the astrological north is connected to Laniakea. So everything is straight connected, and this energy of the sun comes inside the planet and keep rolling within, activating the planetary grids through coming into the Great Pyramid. And then all the pyramids around the world are like a big network of computers, and all they receive the frequencies and they spread out all these frequencies through the lead lines. So it's a powerful place to be at the end of the year because of all this connection that is happening. In ancient times, the Great Pyramid could feed the whole planet with the higher frequencies that was receiving. What happened is that the ley lines were, for various reasons, in slower vibrations right now, so they need to be reactivated and realigned. And the more that we activate and realign the ley lines, the more that all these frequencies starts to feed the planet once more. That's why it's so important at the end of the year that as many people as possible connect to that day, that same day, to receive these frequencies that will come out from Lanakea, the great central sun, and then spread out all these frequencies around the world, because this is a huge moment of transformation. And this is also happening after the astrological alignment that is coming at the end of November, the 26th of November, because at this moment, Mercury and Venus, they are related to the mind and the emotions, and also related to the masculine energy and the feminine energy. And they coming into communion, which means, again, the union of the masculine and feminine energy, and connecting to, again, Lanakea, which means this is a huge stepping point in which humanity will start to awaken. And from this duality, they will open up to receive more in depth the frequencies and the teachings of the Christ consciousness. So it will be a stepping point. It will be like a big reset and a new start, in which many people during all this year, 2022, this master year, it's been a huge awakening, because millions of people start to awaken now from the deep slumber. And now they start to connect deeper with all these frequencies they understand and wanted to know more. And after the end of November, a big opening will happen. And this is when all these frequencies coming from the central sun and spreading out to the earth will create a huge reset for all humanity. That's why it's so powerful and important, that moment. So 1,000 years ago, the human DNA was unplugged, and this created this connection from our divinity, our levels of consciousness, and the original tree of life that was based in 12 spheres was falling into the 10 spheres. So this created a change in our system, in our bodies, and this blocked the endocrine system, the pituitary glands, the lifespan, damaging the natural immunity system, creating disease, mutation. So a lot happened after changing the DNA. And now it's time to reconnect this 12-based tree of life, to return again these frequencies of the Christ consciousness, to return again the frequencies of the divine feminine, and to spread all these frequencies of the Mother Sophia, the template of into the planetary ley lines. So it's about to prepare the body to be able to activate the third strand of the DNA. And why the third strand of the DNA? Right now we have two strands. One is the masculine energy, the other one is the feminine energy, and they should be equals. They should be completely aligned, and they are not. So they need to go through a massive upgrade to be able to be in union, and this is the sacred union of the masculine and the feminine, to then create the third strand. And this third strand of the DNA is the divine child, which is the divine being embodied in the human form. And this means embody the energies, again, of the Christ consciousness, of the divine self-embodied being, a divine beings living on earth. It's not about ascending and leaving the planet. Right now, it's about descending the divinity in the body and become divine beings. This is what means the Golden Age reality. And also the Christ consciousness is also when you upgrade your body to a certain level, and the frequencies of the Kundalini raise up through the body and go through the Ida and Pingala, go through all the chakras and then activate the pineal glands, there's certain oils within the body that starts to activate, and this means the anointing one. The anointing one is the one that starts to create this divine energy within, that is this, the immortal self. This is the golden light that emerges from the body when the body goes through a huge upgrade. And this is what it's coming next. So the Holy of the Holies, and what the eye of Horus represents, in Egypt, they talk about Isis and Osiris, and they both created, so the divine masculine and the divine feminine, then they created Horus, and Horus is the divine child, and the divine child is this eye that we can see in Egypt everywhere, and this is the pineal gland. Once it is activated, then it creates this sacred union. It activates the pineal gland. It starts to emerge all these sacred substances within the body, and then the body gets illuminated, enlightened, and divinely expressed. So all these frequencies and all these energies and all these teachings is what are coming right now. And with this alignment through Lanakea at the end of the year, all these frequencies will come through codes, frequencies, and start to activate within the body. And this will be a huge upgrade for everybody. Start to activate again the DNA to remember, not only mentally, but embody all these teachings. And once this happens, then there's the ascended power that comes within. So is this power of the divine within you that allows you to manifest wherever you desire just by consciousness. It goes connected to the divine grace. So you are touched by the grace of the divine in every single moment, and all that you are is this. So it's a huge reset, and this is our destiny. This is what we are here to remember and to integrate, and this is what we are about to create. This is the golden age for each and every person that chooses to go through this transformation. And the temples of Egypt, they are located along the Nile, and they represent the chakras of the body, and the Nile represents also the spine. And yet at the same time, as above, so below, so everything that is in the stars is also within our bodies. And all these temples are connections and stargates that connect to the stars, and receiving are portals to receive frequencies from the stars. So they are connected to different places. For instance, the three pyramids are connected to the Orion's belt, and the Sphinx is connected to the constellation of Leo, and they are stargates to receive all these frequencies that are coming in. So the temples are also connected, are placed upon the ley lines of the earth to activate the ley lines of the earth. And also this is what is happening in our bodies. So once we connect through the temples of Egypt, and we connect through the stars, all these frequencies, and we are there and tapping through all these frequencies, we have this activation within our bodies. By going through the different temples of the Egypt, close to the Nile, we activate the temples within, which are the chakras. And then we activate this substance, the holy substance that is this anointing energy that is the divine child, which is the Christ consciousness, the teachings of the Christ consciousness. So each temple is a portal, a vortex, and it holds so much frequency, not only constantly receiving from the stars, but also it is encoded within the temple, and all these hieroglyphs inside of the temple, they emanate codes within you and they activate codes within you. So it's a profound journey through the temples of Egypt to go through this path of ascension and start to remember the path of liberation as well. And in order to go through this transformation, yet you need to just prepare yourself to access to these levels of transformation, because this is a profound journey. It's not for everybody at the beginning. So you first need to prepare yourself. Yet once you go there, there's a transformation that happens in your life, because you have upgraded so much your frequency. And after this connection to this heart of the universe, all that is about to receive, not only the people that will go there, but also that will be spread out to the world, will be massive, will be huge, because there's something that will be connected to the not only the pyramid, and will be spread to all the pyramids, yet to all the nodal points through the crystalline grid of the earth. And the more people that tap to meditate from their homes and connecting to the grids, this will enlighten and activate even more and more and more. And then all the people around the world, the more that they connect to the crystalline grids, the more that they will be able to activate, awaken. So this is a process that will help the whole humanity. That's why it's so important. And this is what our journey to Egypt represents. That's why we are called to go there in this very moment on time. That's why we are called to go by Christmas. And also Christmas is the Christ Mass, is the essence, the energy of the Christ consciousness as well. This tree that is enlightening every house is all this energy enlightening within us that is activated. Is like the lost memory of remembrance of our divine self that is represented in a tree. And Christmas is at the end of the year, because it's this connection as well with the heart of the universe. And these are the activations that we will go through during all this process in Egypt. We will go through different activations, 12 activations, going through the different temples of the line. And this will activate the different parts of the body, and also different parts of the planet as well. And they will help to balance the frequencies of the masculine and the feminine, and also bringing back the cosmic frequency of the Divine Mother that is so needed on planet Earth, to bring love, because the frequencies of the Christ consciousness come with love. Love is the all-pervasive energy that sustains everything and reunites everything and brings back into unity everything. So the frequencies of the cosmic mother every time are more and more and more important, yet the balance between both is also more important as well. And this comes along with the activation of the Lemurian codes, because the Lemurian codes is part of the energy of the Divine Mother. So the Atlantis was more related to the masculine energy, and Lemurian more related to the feminine energy. And yet this golden age is about uniting both frequencies, is uniting masculine and energy, and create this wholeness. It cannot be a wholeness with only one energy. There's distortion if only activate one energy and forget the other one. It's about bringing balance and unity, and then is when we can activate the sacred Trinity, which is the divine child, this golden age, this golden frequency that emerges from within ourselves, that is this anointed one. So would you like to ask something before we connect to the temples?
Yes. So you mentioned that during the pilgrimage, you're going to be going temple in alignment with body or with chakra and with planet or a place on the planet, and probably planet as well, no? I think you said the temple in conjunction with part of the human body in conjunction with a part of the planet.
No, not in the part of the planet, because all that it does is feed the whole planet at the same time through the ley lines. So all the temples along the Nile, they are connected to the star frequencies, and they receive the frequencies of the stars to then embody these codes and spread out to the world. Yet it is not connected to one specific point of the planet.
So, so it will be temple, chakra, star system, just right the way that the pilgrim is going to be. Will you be communicating with us what day you're doing which temple with regards to which star system and which chakra?
Yeah, it won't be this star system specifically, because what we are about to do is about to embody these teachings, these frequencies and activations within. So, and we will be receiving basically from this central sun and these plasmic energies that brings in these new codes of the golden age. Yet we will be going through all these temples, and we will be we'll be explaining the activations that will be there, because we will be opening these Kryst codes and templates within every chakra along the temples. Yet then, because there's no Wi-Fi possible in anything, we will be recording all these sacred initiations and then posting and being available for the ones that want to do the whole journey. So there's two options: the one that they only want to connect the December 22nd. This is the huge connection in which we will be on the pyramid of in the Great Pyramid, and then the ones that want to join us the whole journey, and they will receive the transmissions once we upload on the system, because we cannot do it live inside of the pyramid or inside of the temple. So it will be recorded and then uploaded in the program.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so my sense, and I'm going, well, I don't want to ask questions or speak on a personal level, because this is the recording, right, for others. So should I save this conversation for after?
Okay.
Yeah, but I was, I understand that during the actual dates that you will be in pilgrimage leading up to the 22nd, that I will connect with what you're doing in my own way, and then be able to reinforce that after the 25th or something like this.
It will be more or less live, not live. Maybe the next day will be uploaded or something like this. So we will start the journey December 21st, and we will finish January 2nd.
Oh, okay.
So we start with the massive explosion on December 22nd.
Yeah, I thought you were going to end at the 22nd.
We will be different, because usually what we do is the ascension process, going through the root chakra up to the other chakras. And this time we will be doing the embodiment of the divine. So this means downloading the divine from the crown chakra and down to the root chakra. So it will be the opposite in this case, because it's about the embodiment of the divine is activating and opening the seals and all going through all this initiation. So it will be reversed.
It's the sublimation. No, the sublimation. Very nice. Very beautiful. Yes. I don't know if I have any other questions, but I want to say that thank you for that, for sharing all of that. It is incredible. The resonance, the imagery that I already have working within like my own architecture of this. And I really did not put together the Eye of Horus with the pineal, but the Eye of Horus is very important to me. And I've been working with the evolution of my own, like the temple of my pineal. And so as you're speaking, it was like the imagery that you were bringing up and the imagery and the architecture that I have within me were just like clicking, so it's very exciting. And thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Yeah. And now we start to understand why all these gods and goddesses from Egypt, what they represent and all the teachings they bring in. And previously in the Piscean age, all these frequencies all the teachings were uncoded because the consciousness it was not ready for this new frequency, and it was like encoded. And now we can tap into higher levels of understanding of all this teaching, the Eye of Horus, what it represents, and the different teachings around the temples, the gods, the goddesses, the frequencies they bring in, and how they help us to access to this higher consciousness, to embody the divine and to become divine beings, which is our divine nature, is our true self, is who we are. So it's coming back to who we are and activate again these 12 strands at the end and become divine once more. No? So this is an exciting time in moment because we are shifting in what we were designed to be. So this is the highest victory we could ask for. It's amazing. It's what we can expect from now on. It's only better and better. So it's wonderful. Okay, so now we will be doing a short meditation. We are not going to tap into all these initiations because this is going to take a lot. It's just a short initiation to connect with all the different frequencies, the temples, and to start to receive and be able to feel all these temples, what they bring in, how do we feel, and well, every person will have a different journey while tapping into these frequencies. For people, they may see codes, other people, they may see the gods and the goddesses, other people, they may feel more the frequencies of this Christ consciousness, yet we will not dive profoundly into it. It will be done during the journey there, okay? So now we are about to connect to the temples of Egypt. You close your eyes and start to breathe deeply. Remembering that the temples of Egypt were designed to receive the light, frequencies, codes from the stars, and to become stargates and portals to these frequencies to be anchored on planet Earth. So, to start this journey through the temples, The first we are going to do is we are going to call upon all the temples of Egypt right now in this sacred container to start to receive all these frequencies and connect to them. We are calling in all the gods and goddesses from Egypt. We are calling as well the frequencies of the Christ consciousness, of the golden age, the frequencies of the cosmic mother to come back to the heart and the love and to come back to unity. And as all these frequencies starts to create a container, the first temple or the first that we see is the Sphinx. The Sphinx is this lion being, the guardian of the temples, the gatekeeper and protector of the ancient mysteries. And as you face the Sphinx greets you. And the first thing greets your frequency, greets your heart. Allow this connection between the Sphinx and yourself. The Sphinx holds Akashic records inside of the Sphinx with a lot of information of the history of human beings on planet Earth. And she knows everything about you. Be open to start this journey of ascended mastery, just connecting to the Sphinx, because she is the opening portal to the rest of the temples. She opens you the gateways to the temples. And she is looking to your eyes and unlocking into your heart codes that will help you to awaken to this journey. And as you start to receive all these frequencies and preparing for the rest of the journey, she opens you the door to start this journey. This will be a short journey yet. Ready to connect the temples there. And as soon as she opens the temples, you go to Memphis, where Ptah is there, known as the creator of heavens and the earth. And there's a library of consciousness there with teachings, scripts, and tablets, and you can access information of different civilizations like Lemuria, Atlantis, ancient Egypt. And the most important thing that we are about to receive here today is this process of empowerment necessary to this journey of ascension and the ascended mastery of the being. You need to fully empower yourself. And even this is not an initiation, it's just connecting to the frequencies and getting to know the high potential you can receive by going through these temples and these initiations. Allow that Ptah, the temple of Memphis, ignite within you this empowerment to be ready and able to shine your light. And then you are taken to the temple of Sakhara. And in this temple, you can see in one side of the temple the desert. On the other side, you can see all the lushness across the Nile. And you tap into this infinite abundance, unlimited abundance. And then it allows you to remove all these limiting belief systems and survival mode. And you go to the inner temple, and this inner temple is full, the chamber of the depths, and it is full of hieroglyphs, and starts at the top. And all these frequencies and codes start to tap into your consciousness and activate frequencies, consciousness within you. All these codes come out from the hieroglyphs, connect to the different levels and layers of your bioenergetic field, and start to activate and integrate different aspects within you to remember your infinite nature. You are always held and supported and sustained. And this is a journey to connect to your divine self, your unlimited self. Perceive all the symbols that are placed in the pyramid to be able to go through this journey of ascension and liberation. And then we'll go to the Great Pyramid. The pyramid that is aligned with the Orion's belt. And as you tap and go into the Great Pyramid and go to the King's Chamber with this sarcophagus, there's a stargate that connects to the universe, to the central sun, that connects to the core of creation, and you start to receive and tap into this plasma light coming in. And you can feel how powerful it is. And yet we are not at that day, we are just connecting with the frequencies. And through the Great Pyramid and all these frequencies coming into the top of the pyramid and going to the crown chakra, it activates the transcendence and ascension of your journey to be able to open to the divine and receive the divine, to embody the divine and integrating down in your body. And as you approach the sarcophagus inside of the Great Pyramid, you can feel all the frequencies and the vibration all in your body and all your energetic bodies. And your crown chakra starts to open deeper and deeper to receive all this cosmic plasma into your body. The initiation in this Great Pyramid will need a journey of integration. And this journey of integration will go through while we are sailing along the Nile inside of the Habeya, which is the boat. So visualize yourself now going through the Nile, inside the boat, your spine, and also the representation of the Milky Way. Tap into the lushness that the Nile is creating in the banks of the Nile, and all this beautiful green along the Nile. And you are just allowing, you are sailing, allowing the current to take you, descending the divinity from the body down into your body. And now we go to the Abydos temple. This temple dedicated to Osiris, yet there's many rooms there. And in all these rooms, there's many gods and goddesses, Isis, Thoth, and Horus, and many beings are there. It activates your third eye chakra, the truth, clarity. It downloads all these frequencies from the crown chakra into the third eye, and then activates and enlightens the remembrance of the spirit using your body to experience this world. And the pineal gland activates all the cells because are connecting to all the cells. And you receive all these cosmic and plasmic frequencies, and then it expands through your brain, balancing both hemispheres of the brain, the masculine and the feminine energy, and igniting, activating them. As we go down to the different temples, we go to the Luxor temple. That temple is built like a human body. There's layers that represent the feet. And then you can keep walking towards the temple, towards the head, where the Holy of the Holies is, the inner sanctuary, and the Holy of the Holies is where the pineal gland lies. Once it is activated, it secretes all these golden frequencies, all these golden anointed oils within you, to then return the cosmic child, the illuminated child, the divine one. And as you walk through this temple, you tap into your radiant health in your body. All the parts of your body are there, and they are activated with all these codes and frequencies. So you can turn on your inner light. Your cells need to be upgraded and activated in order to receive all these codes, frequencies, and oils. And then we keep moving to the Dara temple, dedicated to Hathor as the goddess of abundance, fertility, joy, dance, music, ecstasy. This is how we are supposed to live, with bliss and joy and love. You are held in this container of love, and from that vibration, you start to embody more the divine. The divine is love, the divine is bliss, the divine is joy. It's this sacred expression of the divine. So the fear that you still hold within you, that is trapped power, starts to release, because all these frequencies of bliss and joy and ecstasy and dance and music that embraces you with the frequencies of Dendera and Hathors. Then we move to the Karnak temple. This is a special place, a huge and biggest complex in Egypt. And we now go to visit the lake of Karnak, where purification happens. And in this temple, it were found 700 statues of Sekhmet, the lioness goddess of compassion and courage. It's another aspect of the divine feminine, of healing through destruction of what's not aligned with the divine. So this is the temple of the throat, the self-expression, expressing your truth, expressing who you are. And the sacred lake represents the primordial waters of creation for purification. And this temple allows you to accept who you are, to go through deep self-acceptance, unconditional love, and removing all illusion lies of who you once thought you were. Powerless being, and all these illusions lies fade away. Feel the vibration of Sekhmet, the power that holds within, and this power comes with love, unconditional love of all aspects of yourself. And as the frequencies of the divine self go through the throat chakra, all that you express comes from love. And then we move to the Edfu temple, the god rising child. This is the higher vision. Once you have united the divine masculine and the divine feminine, then the eye of Horus activates. And it activates your plexus chakra, the power of will, divine will, the mastery. The God child, reborn anew. And during all the activations, we will be activating the DNA and going into the teachings of all the teachings of the Christ consciousness. So right now we just tap into the frequencies of the temples. Now we go to the Komombo temple, the temple of duality. And at the same time, the temple to find this place of neutrality. It's the temple in which you find the balance between all polarities. You find the balance between love and fear. You find the balance between dark and light, yin and yang, the conscious and unconscious. You find the balance there. And then we move to the Abu Simbel temple to access the divine mind. The divine mind, the divine mind. You no longer are driven by your ego mind. You are connected to all that it is. You are a channel of the divine mind. And then we move to Philae Temple, Isis's temple, the temple of Divine Mother, the great cosmic mother, the power of creation. And as you go into this temple, you can feel the whole temple welcoming you with the pure love, the absence of judgment. You are held and embraced by the divine. Isis's temple loves all parts of you, the ones that you judge and the ones that you embrace, and invites you to do the same, to fully embrace the divine and fully activate the divine within. And as we've been going through down to all the Nile, to the different temples, and all the frequencies went down through the different chakras and your body, the light of all your body starts to emanate, irradiate, and send out to the world. And now we come back once again to the Great Pyramid, remembering that this is the most profound and sacred initiation that will ignite the different pyramids around the earth, will ignite the ley lines of the earth. And this will bring all these frequencies a major upgrade to Mother Earth, and then all the people around the earth will tap into these frequencies to activate a whole new level of consciousness. This is a profound time to connect, to be part of this journey. Feel it, feel your call, feel what you are called to do. What place are you called to be? What is your role in this beautiful journey? Allow the information to be given to you to receive and play your role wherever you are in the world. Do your role. This is important for the whole humanity. And now we close all the sacred container, going back to the Sphinx, as she's the opening portal to the temples, and she also is welcoming you to come back, as this time she closes the portal once more. Just live with gratitude all these frequencies that you've been received and all that you've been tap into, knowing there's more that you can activate, there's more, tapping into a deep potential within you that can happen through all these initiations. And she We'll be happy to welcome you back once you come back. For now, you just inhale deeply and come back at your right time.